Alright, what's up everybody? Max Whitman here. I don't need to introduce it. You know what this is. It's the Book It Better Tourney of the Goats. How's everybody doing tonight? I want to apologize. I missed last night. Had a couple of things come up. Wasn't able to get home in time and get this stuff recorded. This is why I like to record multiple episodes at a time. Haven't been able to do that though, so we're going live on the fly. But here we are. It's Ric Flair versus Giant Baba. And then we have Owen Hart versus Mil Mascaras. Honestly, not an episode that I'm super pumped for. I really hope Flair beats Baba. And honestly, at this point, I'm hoping for an Owen Hart victory. The dude has done. The dude has earned it. I mean, upsetting The Rock. I'm pulling for Owen Hart. I want an Owen versus Brett finale at this point. My bracket is destroyed. So give me Owen versus Brett in the finale. Whatever. Here we go. Let's jump right into it. I want to thank you guys for sitting down with me tonight. It is a pleasure, as always. If you like what you see here, go ahead, click like, click subscribe, of course, yada, 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 all that BS. That ultimately isn't really that important. What is important is we're having a good time. So this tournament's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm starting to get that itch to get back into TEW, so kind of really want to push to not miss any days so we can burn through this tournament. But I'm hoping to get through it. I really want to get back to TEW. Not to say I'm not enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. Baba's legs look really weird. Look at his hips. His legs are only connected to the hip by like an inch. All right, here we go. Giant Baba, Ric Flair. Flair, the number 3 seed. So, of our top 4, are 3 of them out? Yeah, Hogan's out. HBK, was he the 4 seed? Now I gotta look. I think HBK was the 4 seed. Where are we here? Let's gotta pull up my tourney. Pull up my tournament brackets here so I can see what's going on here. Hurricane Maxwell's upstairs right now. She's running around like crazy. She's getting ready for bed. It's about 9:30 here on the east coast of the United States of America. And Hurricane Maxwell's getting ready for bed. She'll probably make an appearance at some point. And I'll have to send her on her way. So I know all of you enjoy. I know all of you love when Hurricane Maxwell is featured on the episode. So Flair's the 3 seed. Who was? So the number 2 seed is out. That's Stone Cold. He's out. The number 5 seed is out. That was Sting. The 4 seed HBK is out. The 1 seed Hogan is out. So yeah, the 1, 2, 4, and 5 seeds all eliminated at this point. Flair, the lone survivor from the top 5. And he's got his work cut out for him against Giant Baba. Baba manhandled his round 1 opponent. That would be Ricky Steamboat. Baba had no problem putting away Steamboat. But Flair's a different animal. Winner of this, of course, will go on to face the winner of our main event, Owen Hart versus Mil Mascaras. And then in our final episode of round 2, Roman Reigns takes on Mitsuhara Misawa, and Perro Gallo takes on Dos Caras. Dos Caras coming off a major upset, arguably the upset of the tournament, beating Kazuchika Okada. Even though technically I don't think that was an actual upset, it wasn't. Technically Dos Caras was the 22 seed, Okada the 43 seed, so technically not an upset. Baba taking a page out of Flair's book with the chops there. But definitely not a true upset in terms of the numbers, but certainly an upset in terms of who I think everybody thought was going to win that match. I think Okada was seeded low because his career is still fairly early, and this is a tourney of the GOATs, but I think ability-wise, everybody really expected Okada would win that match. But it was not to be, so lots of upsets so far. Like I said, at this point, I'm pulling for a Hart versus Hart finale. Give me Owen versus Brett. I'll take that. I will take that in the finale. I don't know what that noise is. Poor. Baba into the ropes, grabs him, holds on. And a big Flair chop. Body slam. Yo, those stomps to the face are brutal. Oh, big forearm. I don't know what that was. And a jawbreaker. Jawbreaker! Knee to the face. Baba to his feet. No sells. I love when they no sell. Poor. Oh, kicks him to the midsection. Middle of... I don't know. It looks like he's kicking him in the thigh. Kicking him in the hammy. I wish they had an attire for old, flabby, rubbery Ric Flair. Like, I wish, like, round 1, he could be, like, young, beautiful Flair, and then round 2, he could be old, flabby Flair. What did Flair just do? Flair just knocked... Flair just whipped Baba into the ropes, and then knocked himself out on the turnbuckle. Fireman's carry into a gutbuster there from Flair. Flair's gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna lock in that figure 4. Thought he was looking for the figure 4. Oh, a low blow! The ref clearly sees it and just lets it go. Woo! Woo! Big time chops. So, okay, so that's definitely Giant Baba making the pooh sounds. Jawbreaker. Knee to the face. Flair likes that combo. Baba looking for the big boot, but it's not going to get it. I don't know what that little kick was, but it misses. So not to take the conversation off topic, but I tried a new deli today, and it was fantastic. First of all, I will be going back. So just a little mom and pop kind of deli, little mom and pop takeout spot. This place has wreaked havoc on my guts. So if the microphone goes silent for a while, and I'm not commentating, or I'm not talking, or I'm not discussing anything, it's probably because I made a bathroom run and I can't pause the game. Baba into the cover here. 1, 2, and no, 2 count only. So most likely, if I go silent over here, if we go dead air, that's the reason why. I can't pause the game. And so I'm just going to have to make a run for it. So this place has wreaked havoc on my guts. Not going to stop me. Cover. Oh, 2.9. Not going to stop me from going back. This place was that good. It has destroyed my organs and ruined... It's ruined my bathroom. But the place was fantastic. I will definitely be returning. I don't know why you needed to know that, but it's been weighing on me. And it's a deep rumble right now in the gut. And I think most people can identify with that, and I just think you should know about it. I feel like we've reached that point in our relationship now, where you've listened to me enough, I've talked to you enough, where I feel like we're on a first name basis, right? I'm Max, you're you, and you should know I consider you my friends, and so you should know when I've got explosive diarrhea. I think that's just how it goes. You don't like it, you might want to unsubscribe. That's not true. Don't unsubscribe. Or unsubscribe, whatever. If a man can't talk about his explosive bowel movements, then I don't know what to tell you then. Then maybe this friendship's just not working out. Knee to the lower back. Oh, Flair locking in sort of almost a reverse figure 4 here. He's got the figure 4 on from the backside. Working that leg. Baba goes for the kick but misses. Has Flair out towards the corner. Couple of elbows to the back. Flair up for the pile driver. Drives him down. Back out to the center of the ring now. Flair in control. Lifting Baba to his feet. Probably not the best idea. Knee to the midsection sends Baba flipping over. Dragon corkscrew again, working that leg. Smart strategy from Flair. In the ropes, looking for that knee to the midsection again. He's going to hit it. Baba regains control briefly. Stomp to the head. Woo! 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 Rolls him up. Victory roll covered. Going to get the rope break. That one a legitimate rope break, unlike the many rope breaks that that Mysterio was, or rather that Savage was given in our last episode when he stole a victory from Mysterio. This one actually was a legitimate rope break. Those pile drivers are getting more and more brutal every time he hits them. He's hit about 4 of them so far. Flair's going to go home and give his family the old Chris Benoit treatment after this one. Both men down on that. Baba to his feet first. Closing in on the 17.5-minute mark now. Flair has held his own against the Giant. Big boot to the face. Flair no-sells it and lands a headbutt of his own. Flair to his feet, but he's going to let Baba get to his. And a brainbuster plants Baba. Baba up, hits a little 1-2 combo. Misses with the chop. Flair takes advantage, hits a chop of his own. Drags Baba out to the center of the ring and hits a back elbow to put him down to the mat. Not a bad sequence there. Dragon corkscrew again. Flair from behind, the low blow, again ignored by the referee. 18:54, closing in on 20 minutes now on the clock. Closing in on that 20-minute marker. This has been a much longer match than I expected it would be. Much longer match. Closing on the 20-minute mark. The knee in the midsection sends Baba flipping. As was expected, Hurricane Maxwell is here. Hurricane Maxwell's here to say goodnight, folks. Come here, Hurricane Maxwell. Come here. Daddy's doing his show. Daddy's doing his show. Good night, baby. Mwah. Oh, I love you. Hurricane Maxwell's here for the hugs. You give Daddy a kiss? I love you. This is wrestling. Hurricane Maxwell's here, folks. This is Ric Flair versus Giant Baba, Hurricane Maxwell. Who do you think's gonna win? The guy in the red or the guy in the yellow? You don't have an opinion. Hurricane Maxwell doesn't have an opinion. Alright, baby, go by mama. No? Alright, stick around for a little bit. Go ahead. Hurricane Maxwell, folks, making her exit. There it is. There's the tears, folks. There you go. Y'all got a little glimpse into my life there. Hurricane Maxwell has retired up to her sleeping quarters. Hopefully for the night. I highly doubt that. Figure 4. Here we go. Figure 4. Flair locks it in. Baba taps out. That's your ball game, folks. Ric Flair going to pick up the victory at 22 minutes and 44 seconds. Baba taps out. That's a pretty good match. I got to be honest. I wasn't expecting much from this match, and I had a sinking feeling that Baba was going to win it. Yeah, 98%. Much better match than I expected. It gets the 98. 22 minutes, 44 seconds. The figure 4 leg lock. Ric Flair, folks, moving on to our Sweet 16. Folks, don't go anywhere. I will be right back with Owen Hart versus Mil Mascaras. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. I'll be back. And we are back, folks. It is our main event of the evening. Owen Hart versus Mil Mascaras. Hurricane Maxwell is upstairs. She is not sleeping. I highly doubt she'll be asleep anytime soon. She's wired on what? I don't know. I think it's just a 3-year-old thing. They're just always wired. They're always going. I don't know how many of you listening have a 3-year-old, but imagine, I'll put this into perspective for those of you listening who do not have a 3-year-old. I would like to put it into perspective exactly what you're dealing with here. Imagine you took a honey badger, right? And you took that honey badger and you placed that honey badger inside like a burlap sack, right? And then you took that burlap sack and you swung it around a little bit, and you swung it maybe 4 or 5 times around your head. You smacked it around a little bit. You're just generally pissing off the burlap sack full of honey badger. And then you released said honey badger into your home, and you were required to stay with it forever. Or it's in your home, or it's in your car, or whatever. You're required to now take said angry honey badger and carry it around with you wherever you go. That's what life with a 3-year-old is like, at least with Hurricane Maxwell. That's what's going on here. When I started doing this podcast, which is not actually 3, Hurricane Maxwell's about 2.5. I should preface that by saying that. But when I started doing this podcast, the hurricane was much younger. She was much more like a bump on a log, much more of a lump. You could leave her places. Hell, I could do this podcast with the hurricane literally laying next to me, no problem. Now, she's just like a whirling dervish of teeth and fingernails, and it's just impossible, and there's a mess everywhere she goes, and that's basically what it's like. The good news is, though, she does enjoy watching wrestling, so I get a little bit of wrestling time in with the hurricane, and all is well. I love the hurricane, but good lord, I'm telling you, it's a honey badger in a sack. That's what it is. That's what you're dealing with. Just in case you wanted to get a little more of a glimpse into my life. I've already told you about my explosive diarrhea and my bowel issues tonight. I may as well fill you in on just what life with Hurricane Maxwell is like. It's interesting to say the least. It's fun, I love it, but it is quite interesting. Anyway, here we are. It's Owen Hart versus Mil Mascarism. By the time I actually get commentating, about 3.5 minutes into it, I'm pulling for Owen here. I'm pulling for Owen, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to, I didn't have him advancing past the first round, but now that he is past the first round, I can't help but pull for him. Especially, I think we're 1 or 2 days, 1 or 2 days shy of of the incident, his death, I should say. Where are we? When did he pass away? I think it was June 22nd. I'm not sorry, May 23rd. So actually, we are 1 day past. It was yesterday. Yeah, I knew we were close to it. I don't know why I thought we were in June. Wow, I thought today was June 24th. So it will be awesome to see him pick up a win here, move on to the Sweet 16 on the what are we, 21 years? Is it 21? Jeez, is it really that long? It's 20 years. Has it really been that long? Oh my god. 1999 to 2000. Jeez, 20 years. Yeah. So the 20-year anniversary of Owen Hart's death, I think it'd be fantastic to see him pick up a win and move on into the Sweet 16 of this tournament. So I am Team Owen. I'm pulling for you, Owen. I'm pulling for you, Rocket. I think the Nuggets got it in them. Here we go, Nugget. Here we go. Clap, clap. Spinning heel kick. Mascaris just moves out of the way, just sidesteps it. Owen sends Mascaris into the ropes. Back body drop. Pin him, Owen. Go for that cover. Or do something. Don't just let him stand up and vertical suplex you. Come on, Nugget. Mascaris to the top. Flying crossbody hits it. We'll get a rope break on the cover, though. Inverted atomic drop. Owen dodges the clothesline, counters with a body slam.
10 minutes now.
Running clothesline takes Mascaras down. Nugget, nugget, nugget. Spinning heel kick connects. Vertical suplex all the way to the outside. God, I want to see that in real life. I know it's incredibly dangerous, but I feel like these guys do things that are way more dangerous than that, and I just want to see someone get vertical suplexed out of the ring. I'm sure it's happened on the indie scene somewhere, but I want to see it. Yo, who's pumped for Double or Nothing? Let me know. Leave a comment if you're going to be watching it. I unfortunately don't think I will be. I'm hoping that I'm able to. But I'm not 100% sure. I gotta say, though, I love that the pay-per-views are on Saturday nights. Now, I have said for years that I felt like WWE... Owen just knocked himself out. Owen just pulled a Ric Flair. Runs into the post and knocks himself out. I've been saying for years that I never understood why WWE did their pay-per-views on Sunday nights. It never made sense to me. People got to get up for work in the morning... and I know, look, the show's end at 11, 12, I get it. It's still plenty of time to sleep and get up in the morning. But if you're a kid watching, we get a cover here. 2.9, almost got him. I didn't even count that because I didn't think it was going to be close at all. And that pin was actually a lot closer than I expected it to be. There's going to be a collision here. Yep. Owen takes the bump. Victory roll. 2 and no. I had always said, I was like, people work Monday mornings. Some guys get up real early for work. I'm one of the lucky guys, I guess, that doesn't have to set an alarm anymore, so it doesn't matter to me. But I've said for years that Saturday night or Friday night are really the nights worth doing it. Cover here. 2 count. Saturday nights are probably the night to do it. So I'm super stoked to see that AEW is running their shows on Saturday nights. I think it's good. I think it's good for bid. Plus, I think it's great to have pay-per-views. That way you're never going to compete with WWE. Your pay-per-views are always on a different day. You never have to compete with someone trying to watch a WWE pay-per-view. It's smart. But I'm going to try and be able to watch it. I don't know that I'm going to be home tomorrow night. So I am going to try and get to watch it. Victory roll. Rope break. I don't know that I'm going to be able to watch it, but I am going to give it a shot. Price is a little steep at $60, but I gotta be honest, and I tweeted about this earlier, I tweeted this a couple days ago. I think if you think that $60 is too much for a pay-per-view, you've never watched a boxing pay-per-view or UFC pay-per-view, and you also don't remember the days of WWF and their pay-per-views. That's what pay-per-views go for. WWE pay-per-views were always $40 or $50. WrestleMania was always $75. That's just the way it was. We get spoiled now. The network is awesome, but we get spoiled now because for $10 a month you get it all. But I don't think 60 is steep for a pay-per-view at all, especially one with as many matches. So we got a cover here. That could do it. Owen looks tired. There it is. Owen Hart is out. Mil Mascaras advances. So the dream ends after one round. Owen upsets The Rock and then promptly loses in the next round. Mil Mascaras will move on at 17 minutes. I'm sorry our conversation about the pay-per-views got cut off. We'll pick it up next episode. Long story short, I will finish that thought just by saying that we get spoiled with the WWE Network, I feel. And, we forget that this is kind of the going rate for pay-per-views. It's what pay-per-views cost. And this, the card is stacked. It's a good show, and realistically, this is a company that's just getting off the ground. And I understand they have a billionaire backing them. But if you want to support the company, you got to buy their pay-per-views. Spend the money, pay the money, and support a budding company. Folks, that's going to do it for tonight. That's what I got. That's where I leave you. We see Owen Hart's dream run come to an end as he falls to Mil Mascaras. So Mil Mascaras will be moving on, and he will go one-on-one with Ric Flair. So Mil Mascaras versus Ric Flair. Folks, that's going to do it. Join me tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, more likely, when Perro Gallo takes on Dos Caras and Roman Reigns takes on Mitsuharu Misawa in our final match of round 2. After tomorrow, we will have our Sweet 16 decided. Folks, don't go anywhere. or rather, you should go anywhere. I'm sorry, I'm thinking I'm in the middle of the episode here. Get on out of here. I will see you tomorrow night. It's been a pleasure as always. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and come on right back here tomorrow afternoon.